to the Unbothered Moms, where we are shifting our perspectives and
letting shit go.
Today, we are in bed
with Bridgette and Kat.
Yeah. This has been Kat's dream for I want to say almost a year now.
I'm like, we have to do a very intimate episode.
Yeah.
And guess what, people? Some of the most intimate things happen in the bedroom, on the bed, specifically conversations.
Pillow talk.
So we're going to do a little episode with us.
Yeah.
We'll just let you get to know us a little bit more. And then also each other.
Yeah. I think we're continuing to get to know each other.
That's how friendship should be.
Yeah. And relationships.
And anything in life.
Yeah. Agreed.
Constantly
learning
for more information.
Yeah. Life is about learning. I feel like as soon as you stop learning, you stop growing.
And you die.
And yeah.
Literally, though. People who retire and then they die because they stop doing things.
Yeah.
You still have to keep your mind active. You still have to be not even just learning, but observing.
Do you ever want to retire?
No, not a classical retirement.
A what?
Classic. I don't want to just retire.
I was you're not going to be playing classical piano? That's odd.
No, but as far as I'm retired, I'm done. I'm doing nothing now. I'm going to garden. No, I'd like to have hobbies.
Yeah.
Or maybe I've always wanted to help at a soup kitchen.
Okay. So volunteer. Okay. Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm I get that I'm putting money towards retirement in a 401k, a Roth IRA. But I'm also I'm going to still be working.
Yeah.
Even on maternity leave, I couldn't wait to get back to work.
Oh, I know. There's something about that where you're just oh.
But some of my friends are no, I don't want to go back. I want to stay home forever with the kids, I guess. But I was no thanks. Bye.
I couldn't wait. I mean, I was sad, but I was I'm ready for adult conversations.
Yeah.
And to put my mind at work.
And to have somebody else change a diaper.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying for it, but it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. But you bring in the diaper. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so that was a tangent. We posted on our Instagram story and Facebook page about a couple questions to help you all get to know us better, and then also just kind of get a gauge of where our fan base is at. And fan base, that's probably not an accurate term.
I mean, we hope you're fans.
I mean, yeah,
we're
maybe
fans too.
Friends and family is probably
a couple others sprinkled in.
The ego that just came out.
You're so vain.
Literally.
Don't you think this song is about you? Okay.
I do think a lot of songs, I'm that could be about me. I've never met the person in my life.
Guys, I have to say, a lot of you answered pretty well on these questions. Some of them are there's no way you're going to know. So it's 50-50.
Yeah. Our fans know us really well.
Our fans. Our friends.
I hate myself.
Okay, so who is watching reality TV? Okay, 93% said Bridgette, and you are correct.
Yes, I record reality TV shows so I can go back and watch them after my daughter goes to bed. I live for it. Reunions, any Bravo reunion. I don't even have to watch the season. I just tune into the reunion because I love the drama. I fucking love it. The drama. Okay, you get the pizzazz of a red carpet with all the beautiful dresses and the glam and the hair.
Oh yeah.
But then on the red carpet, it's just who are you wearing? Here it's
why did you steal my boyfriend?
Yeah. Why did you do that, you dumb bitch? And I'm this is fabulous.
Well, because it's not our lives.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's why it's good.
Yeah. I mean, my life, I would say, aside from my separation, is fairly drama free.
Okay. I dig it.
So I'm into the drama, except I can't watch Real Housewives of New Jersey before bed because they rile me up too much and I can't go to sleep.
Wow.
I probably have a problem.
Okay.
It's fine though.
And then, yeah, I will not be the one watching reality TV. The only thing that I watch is Vanderpump Rules.
Did you watch the reunions?
Isn't there one more? Did it come out yet?
Mm-hmm.
The third came out?
It came out last night.
I'll watch it today.
We'll have to debrief.
Yeah, we'll debrief after I watch that. But that's the only thing I watch, which ties into the next question, which is, who is listening to a true crime podcast? Over here, ladies and gentlemen. 90% said me. So great job again.
I'm scaled.
I love true crime podcasts.
See, I'll read. I have murder mystery books,
Mm-mm.
but they're not based on quote unquote true events. They're all fiction. So I can compartmentalize of like, this is just a story versus putting a face to the
And it freaks you out.
issue. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really like it.
I love it. I used to listen to them all the time, like anything. It could have been about a kid, anything. And then once I became a mom, I have to skip over the ones about like children.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I will murder you. Who is a night owl?
Me.
Yeah. What do you like about the nighttime?
I think I just don't like the morning. I
So
like
you just choose the other.
Yeah, I like the night. I like the lights. Like I like neon lights. You can only see those at night.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sky. I like stars. Yeah. I like a sunset.
See,
I do like I feel like most parties tend to be at night, and I like a good social event.
Well, they're definitely not at 8 a.m. when I'm like, oh,
No.
this day is just great.
That's what my friend said the other day. She's like, we're gonna do kegs and eggs. I was like, what time? She's like, probably 7. I was like, no.
That's insane. I mean, I'm down for it. But
No.
that's so early.
No. Like, I'll meet you wherever at like 10 or 11. Like,
more like 12.
Yeah.
She'll be there.
Yeah, I'll get up at 10. Like, ugh.
No. And I'm the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I am a morning person. I just love the day ahead. I love getting up. I feel, even if I had like 2 hours sleep because I'm a bad sleeper, I just like the idea of a new day. I like the birds chirping.
Does it give
I
you
like the
hope?
sun rising. No, my hope has been gone.
Oh.
Cool. It was dark. Sorry.
Cool.
I mean, sorry, not sorry. Kind of real, but
keep it real.
Keeping it real. No, it does not give me hope. Gives me courage to fight again.
Courage. Like the cowardly lion from Wizard of Oz.
I love that movie. I just like New Day.
Okay.
Something about it.
Interesting.
Okay.
And birds. You said you like birds.
Yes.
Which is actually a fear of mine.
As well as horses, which was on the poll.
Yeah.
You are afraid of horses.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, ironically enough, I just found out I'm allergic to them. So maybe it was my body's like response.
Like severely allergic. Isn't that funny, guys?
Yeah. Like high on the scale.
Nay.
Yeah. Odd. But I've seen a couple horses get bothered by so it's all humans.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked, ran into cars, stompled.
Trampled?
Jesus. Yeah. Trampled, stomped, and trampled.
Oh, stompled. That's such
not
a
a
great
word.
one. I love it.
But yeah, so stompled on some cars and just caused pure chaos. Now, there were outside factors. The weather was super hot. There was a lot of cars, a lot of activity. I just prefer to stay away from the horses. I think they're nice when I drive past them in a nice pasture, which is rare because I live in the suburbs of Philadelphia. But I think they're fine. People are like, they're majestic and beautiful. I'm like,
I want to feed them a carrot.
Sure.
I do. I want them to do their little.
You should. They have them. There, I'll show you where there are some
like
that you can feed.
Mouth thing. That's so cute. Yeah. Well, it's just like you were motorboating.
Yeah.
Thinking about the past. Who prefers a lake?
I've literally never motorboated with anybody in my life.
You did a great job, though. I mean, you could.
Because I practiced my horse impression.
Just for this.
No, I always know how to do that.
The same.
Horse. It's good.
I can't.
I think impressions are important.
There's definitely going to be some OnlyFans content with people being like, can you do your horse impression?
Can you neigh for me? How much are you paying? Because probably.
Yeah. If the money's right.
Honestly, if it's $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll neigh.
Okay.
All day.
I'll be your manager.
Neigh all day.
Who prefers a lake? 93% said Kat. I do not like the beach. I don't want sand on me. I don't mind going to the beach without children. With children, it's such a drag.
It's stressful.
It's just, yeah.
There's too many risk factors.
Yes, they could get lost. You know, a lake is like chill. It's serene.
There's no waves,
quiet.
right?
There's no waves. You just, every now and then you might need some water shoes because it could be a little mucky on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
But I like how
rocky, maybe?
Yes. I like how quiet it is. Like you can really hear your thoughts. Whereas the beach, even if you're sitting there, and some people love the rolling waves. I'm sure you do.
I love it. I literally listen to rolling waves to go to sleep.
Okay.
But like the lake has like
Have you ever been to a lake?
Yeah, I used to belong to a lake growing up.
What does mean?
Like the little like rumbles of like the water coming up on the shore, like
okay.
Or smacking against a dock.
Oh, I kind of like, or like, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying, but it's not a ch.
What is the sound?
Maybe. Okay.
Dude, do I need to do like voiceover stuff?
I think so. That was good. The first one was terrible. That was great. Yeah. I was like, you're eating the end of a yogurt.
Yeah, which is disgusting.
Yeah, that's actually pretty gross.
But if you vision it to be water.
Yeah. And she likes a beach.
I do.
Which you guys were correct about.
Yeah. I don't mind a lake, but clearly I don't know enough about one. But yeah, I like the ocean. My favorite thing is getting a little bit of a buzz, going out in the ocean where I can still stand, but like float when the waves come in and just look out at the horizon.
And that feels good to you.
It feels good because it kind of puts things into perspective. Like I'm this one person in this huge body of water.
Yeah.
Like I'm nothing. Not that I'm nothing. That took a turn.
But it makes you feel really small.
It makes
in the vastness.
It makes me like, okay, there's way more out there than whatever I'm dealing with or going through. Are you okay?
Yeah. I think there's horsehair in here somewhere.
So whatever you're going through, it's like it doesn't matter. You're in this huge ocean and there's people out there sailing. The oceans are connected to other continents. So somebody from another continent is going to be in the same water as you that you've never met, but now you're sharing this body of water.
That's deep. Just like the ocean.
Just like the ocean, exactly. But that's like one of my favorite fucking things to do.
That's awesome. We did it last year together. That was fun.
And that just kind of like gives you a nice calm.
Chills you out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's like me sitting on a chair, leaning back, cracking a cold one on a lake and just sitting there and being like, damn, there's no kids around.
See, I'd rather be in the water and you hear, Mom, Mommy, watch this. Like,
I already saw it 7 times. It sucked each time.
If you lift your leg up and twirl one more time,
you're getting worse. It's not even cool.
No,
the shit parents want to say.
But it does get worse.
That's great. Because they've done it so many times that they start sucking.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, 17th time. But
Quit while you're ahead, kids.
Yeah. And we're just telling y'all, this is what happens.
This is what happens.
We want to say this to our children. Instead, we're like, good job, do it again.
Oh, you say do it again?
I might just be like, good job.
Don't say do it again. That's only encouraging them. I'm like, I don't even say good job. I say, wow.
Wow. Because that could go either way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, sometimes now I'll be like, wow. And Izzy's like, did you even watch me? You always say wow. I'm like, because it's so amazing.
It's majestic. That twirl you just did
it's
for
so
the
amazing
90th time.
Yeah.
Is majestic.
I can't believe you lifted your right leg. That's wow.
I did.
She's starting to call me out though. I only have my time's ticking.
Guys, you really got me here on this one.
What?
Who loves to dance but has no rhythm? 71% said me, and you fucking nailed it.
Also, the fact that 29% of you said me, rude.
At least they don't even see me dancing, and they look at me and they say, she definitely sucks. Okay.
That's fair.
So let's just,
all right.
I know. We went out for my birthday last year, and I was like doing the Carlton. She's like,
I was like,
girl,
can you go sit down?
I'm like,
no, I was right there with you. I was like, how about you try something like this? And you were like,
I just get into it. I don't really care. I'm like,
yeah.
I just feel it.
You Vogue.
I Vogue.
And they're like, is this actually the Highlight magazine?
Yeah.
Feel like good try.
You need to go back where you came from. And I'm like, I'm staying on the floor.
Yeah. It is the passion for me though.
Yeah, see? Listen, there has never been a time in which I have talked shit about someone who looked like they were having fun on the dance floor.
Oh, no, you can't.
I'm talking shit about the person who's trying way too hard and thinks they're the shit. And I'm like, actually, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, let's calm down. There's 4 of you on the dance floor, and their other 3 are 80. So it's always me thinking or talking shit about the person who thinks of the shit, or just being miserable and blah blah blah. And then the people who are out there crushing it, even though they're not even on beat, I'm like, yeah, Molly, you fucking are doing it.
It is a Molly too.
It's a Molly.
If there's a Molly out there that can dance, please send us a video.
A Molly not on Molly. We need to see
the
real
maybe
video.
That might help.
Who
knows?
Trial and error.
Roll a little bit.
Up. Kat does Molly for the first time.
For the first time? You've never done it?
Never.
You've never really done drugs?
Nothing. I never even had a cigarette.
Yeah.
Let's get real intimate here. Never a cigarette. Never a cigarette. Never any hard drugs at all. I've tried marijuana a few times. I don't like it. I don't like not being in control. So even if I did a little puff, I instantly am in my head.
Right.
And I'm like, the cops are outside, man. And it's like, you did one puff and it's legalized now. I was gonna say,
and it's actually legal.
I'm like, but I'm literally just like in my head. Although one time I did have marijuana, and I swear it was laced with something, because I was like crawling on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's possible. I don't trust. Is that at a party or something?
Yes.
Look at the judgment. Was it at a party or something?
It was totally at a party, and then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I always knew the drug dealers growing up.
You're like,
oh boy.
Who is likely not wearing underwear? Okay, we threw this in here as a curveball. Yeah. I knew you guys were gonna say Bridgette. Guess what? It's me, bitches. I hate wearing bra. I hate wearing underwear. I let my shit breathe as often as possible.
Yeah.
And 55% said Bridgette. You guys are wrong.
Yeah.
We're wrong.
I actually have a pretty hefty underwear drawer. Not hefty underwear. Let's make that very abundantly clear.
You're like, not hefty, but we have lots to choose from.
Oh, yeah. I love underwear. I think it really helps. I don't know. I think it protects your hoo-ha.
No, your hoo-ha needs to breathe.
That's why you get caught in.
No. So listen. This is going to be something we need you guys to chime in on.
What?
Do you let your vagina breathe, or are you always in underwear?
Is it the same thing with dicks?
No. We have like an open hole.
Yeah.
It's different. And I feel like it's more comfortable to have their stuff snug. Yeah. Instead of dangly wangly.
Right. Like tits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good chat.
We already talked about horses.
Yeah. Hate them.
Who is the most bothered? 81% said Kat.
Oh. They can see your stress like they can see your lack of rhythm.
Won't catch me being bothered by my bad dancing.
That's why we started this podcast, on the journey to become unbothered. Yes,
which I'm working on.
Yeah, I think
have you seen me evolve over the last like almost year?
Yeah, I think you've taken some really good steps.
Yeah. AKA, you haven't, you dumb bitch.
No, you have.
You've gotten worse.
I would say evolve would be a really strong word, and almost to the point of like execution. So I still think that we're on the journey, but I think that you've taken some very large strides.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm so open and upfront with being bothered and the shit that bothers me. You will never not know how I'm feeling.
Well, you're a people pleaser. Sometimes you do things.
No, but I like communicate really well with the people who are in my circle.
Yes.
Very good at communicating. Yes. Saying exactly how I feel.
Yes.
What upset me, blah, blah, blah. Does that mean that I always stand up for myself when I should? No, but I'll tell you I'm upset by something and then just like go like a turtle back into my shell. Which I'm working on. This fucking year is going to be about me. I feel it. Do you feel that? Do you feel the passion within my words? Guys, this is the year of Kat.
Meow.
She's busting out. She's on her 9 life and she's going to make it count.
Oh, damn.
It's fine.
Okay. Why do cats have 9 lives?
Who prefers sweaty weather? They were right. They just said you.
Me.
Because you're a bitch who likes to be on the beach.
Yes.
And be sweating and hot.
And
you can't
tan.
take your skin off. So like, ugh. Don't you ever get so hot that you're just like uncomfortable?
You go in the water.
What if you're So you have a beach around you at all times that you're hot?
No, I just hop in the shower, hop in the pool.
Put some AC on?
Yeah. Put a ice pack on your neck.
Like that's normal. Put an ice pack on your neck.
I thought people do that.
You're really hot. Just go grab an ice cube. Just rub it around all your parts.
But you don't do that?
No.
I literally will put an ice pack. I will put like the stretchy headbands that you wear on your head, like the one circle.
Yes.
You just put it around your neck and you can keep the ice pack on there while you're working or doing whatever you need to. They also have neck fans now. I've recommended to our friend group, put a damp washcloth in the freezer so it's not like drippy, but it's like cool and it helps cool you off.
I used to do that for softball.
Yeah, my mom used to pack those.
When I did I would catch 4 straight games during a tournament in 95-degree weather, and I would just be dead. And my mom would come over.
Maybe that's why you don't like the hot weather. You've been scarred.
I have been scarred. And that's why I prefer sweater weather. I love to be bundled.
And covered.
And covered, yes. But I think winter clothes or fall clothes are so freaking cute.
They are. I like a sundress.
Sundress.
Like I just did my switch in my closet. I have so many dresses.
I need your help with something.
Oh, what?
Isn't this great? I never asked you for okay, so guys,
I'm so excited.
I went to Old Navy yesterday. I always go to their clearance jeans.
You do?
I do. Okay, $5.97 for 3 pairs. I mean, they were each $5.97.
Oh.
But that's less than $20 for 3 pairs.
Yeah.
Great jeans. Like 2 are like dark colored, but kind of not bell bottoms, but kind of like
a flare?
Yes, a flare. So I need you to help me, Miss Shoe Connoisseur. I need a pair of not super high, but something that's comfortable, like a wedge or something I can wear with these pants.
I got you.
Okay. Because I'm like, you know what? I have so many cute tops and stuff. And I'm I never wear pants because I'm kind of short. I need petite if I'm going to, but petite's usually not on the clearance.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So I need help getting I
mean, nothing over there because those are all pretty high, but I have something that you can try on before you leave and see if you like it.
Okay, cool. Because I want maybe a pair of neutral,
Yeah. A little wedge, a little lift.
Yes.
To give you some height as well as to make the leg look a little bit longer.
And to also not trip on my pants. Same way you did when you were laser tagging.
Still recovering from that.
Sorry to bring that
Izzy
up.
likes to remind me, that looks so gross, Mom. Thanks, I know.
Thanks, I know.
So it looks like an anthill.
Guys, do you want to know the type of person I am? This is my new phone. I want to go into the story.
Oh my God. She FaceTimes me from Target. And she's like, oh my God, you cannot let me go to Target alone. I was like, we all have gone to Target alone. Like, what's the big deal?
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I talked to the guy, or I signed up for a new phone plan. Mm-hmm. So they have these people from AT&T
there
that go and harass shoppers at Target and are like, we can get your phone bill lower, yada yada. I'm always like, no, I don't pay for my phone bill. Who does? I'm like, my husband. They're like, oh, get him on the phone. I'm like, he's working. Not even married. And this girl,
listen, I like to always give them the benefit of the doubt. Never have I ever signed up for anything for real. No, but I'm like, just let's see what you got, Johnny.
You just hear him out.
I literally, there's this kid, he's kind of young, and he's like, he asked me something, and I was like, my workplace pays for my phone, whatever. He's like, okay, well, do you know you can get a new iPhone and an iPad for free? And then I'm kind of like, I need a new iPhone. I would love an iPad. My kids have them. I don't. Some of the wheels are turning. I'm like, all right, let's hear the spiel. I was like, I'm in sales. Let's see what are you going to give me? What are you doing? Let's see if you can sell me. So then his compadre comes over. Okay. So now it's 2 against 1. And then I have Knox, who's twirling around my leg. And I'm like, all right, they're going to get me. So basically, guys, I walked away. I have an iPhone 15. I have an iPad Air 11, which just came out a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
My bill is only $5 more.
I just feel like, how is that possible? Why?
Just because eventually they'll make money off of me if I stay with them. Oh. And I'm handing my phone into them, which is in great condition.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? So there's for me, my work will pay for the actual phone plan. It's
right.
$70 $80,
Mhm.
and then I'll pay the rest, which only ends up being $5 more. But guess what? iPad Air. I
That's
wanted
cool.
an iPad.
Yeah. Have you like
So,
played with it yet?
It did. I turned it on yesterday, and then I didn't want to touch it. I ordered screen protectors, a case, like
Smart.
everything.
Yeah.
Until
You
I
need those
touch it.
things.
But guys, I am one of those. I'm like, oh, you have a sample of a food I don't like at a store? I will try it because we made eye contact.
I thought you would just like purchase something like asinine, like ridiculous.
Well, when I was leaving, I was like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah. But
And
that's
I was
cool.
like,
I mean,
cool.
it wasn't a like
it benefited me.
Yeah.
And like
in a couple ways, it seems like.
It does. I'm excited. I'm excited to have my iPad.
Yeah.
Because I need something. The only computer I have is a laptop through work. So when I'm on it, I'm always checking my email. I'm like, I need something to scroll and shop. When I get up at 3 a.m. and I can't sleep, I want to go on my iPad and be like, purchase.
Don't you just go on your phone?
Yes.
Oh.
But sometimes purchases, not all purchases can be made on a phone.
Oh.
You know how sometimes you got to just like, let me see it in a bigger screen.
Really?
You don't do that?
I just zoom in if I need to, but not really. I just add to cart.
No, there's been a thing on Instagram where it's like, this is a laptop purchase. Like, you
really?
have to purchase it on a computer.
Interesting.
Okay. Clearly
never had that
for
experience.
You. She's like, I don't care. I didn't look at the specifications. I'm just clicking buy.
Yeah.
I mean, it works out for you.
I made a mistake by not doing that. And now I do look at the reviews, the measurements if I need to, all that fun stuff.
Who cries the most? 55% said me, 45% said you, which is correct.
Which is, wait, are you?
I'm asking you.
I mean, I feel like I'd probably cry more.
Really?
Well, because I feel like you have some emotional blockages where you're like incapable of crying.
Yes, that's true. You do.
So I feel like I do cry more.
Hopefully you're by yourself.
Why? Hopefully.
Kim K.
Oh yeah, I'm an ugly crier.
We gotta work. I can help you with that.
What do you mean? With my crying face?
Yes. It's just the mouth portion. We can work on that so you can be like a pretty crier.
I literally don't care.
You're trying to help me evolve. I'm just trying to help your cry game.
I could actually care less about that.
Okay, what if you like were in love with a man and you're having a difficult conversation? He cannot take your crying seriously when you do a lip quiver. You want him to jump your bones and be like, I love you, baby. I'll do anything you want. Not...
Oh my God. I just like, I just don't, I've literally, it is what it is.
You know what we need to do? No, here's what we're going to do.
I've seen myself cry.
Oh, I was going to say, have you seen yourself? How do you, are you in a mirror?
Yeah, sometimes.
Why are you watching yourself cry?
To feel all the emotions.
Okay.
You gotta see the emotions, you feel the emotions, you release the emotions.
All right, Dr. Phil over here.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
You've never looked at yourself in the mirror crying?
After I cry, and my eyes are just very beautiful.
That's very depressing. Oh, yeah, they are pretty.
She's saying to cry. She's like, your eyes are so beautiful.
I know this probably isn't a good time to tell you, but your eyes are so beautiful right now.
I was like, they are. Thank you.
Then she started crying because she was so pleased with the result.
I know. All right, guys. You nailed the head on this one. Nailed the head.
Well, okay.
You hit the nail on the head.
Who
has the higher body count? 81% said Bridgette.
Yep.
Which is correct.
Yeah.
She does. But we're in very different situations. So,
yeah.
I mean, I've been with the same person for a decade.
Yeah.
And you dated more before
I bet you my body count was higher before I even got married than yours.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it offline.
This is what they're here for.
Oh, okay.
But no, I just
what's your body count?
You know what's I don't know my exact number. We won't say exact numbers.
You just said this is what they're here for. No, but I'm saying
what they're here for because like in speaking like before I got with Chris.
Yeah.
Like I had like a few one night stands.
Okay.
And that's when I felt like, ooh, crazy. Because I had just gotten out of a relationship. But
I've
always
you were
like
in
a
relationship
person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because think about it. I didn't lose my virginity to 18.
Right.
Then I didn't have much time from 18 until I think I got with Sean when I was 20.
Oh, yeah. 2 years.
But I wasn't out there. Like, I didn't have sex after losing my virginity until him.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know. I just like...
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And there's like this weird pressure of being like, well, I was deflowered, but I actually, I know, I
Deflowered.
love that name. I think it's the funniest thing because
Oh
this
my
wasn't a fucking
God.
flower. It was just,
A bush.
it was, yeah.
Deflowered. I'm dead.
And then we were together for like 4 years
Mm-hmm.
and then broke up. I was devastated. I went out and like drank a lot. So I
Mm-hmm.
had some one night stands. Don't regret them, but I was
Yeah.
definitely like McDrunky.
Right.
If I was sober, it wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met Chris.
Hmm.
So not many.
Okay.
And I'm probably lying about the amount of like one-offs between. There's quite a few.
Okay. That's fine. That's good.
Don't regret them.
Regrets aren't good for the soul.
No. But I think for you, like you were in high school, like doing your thing, weren't you?
A little bit. Not
A
really.
little bit, but like
Mhm.
getting out there, some feelers.
Yeah.
I was not.
There's some feelers for sure.
Yeah. So I think that just started earlier for you, where I was just
Agreed.
like in a bubble of like, my body's my temple.
I'm a flower.
I'm a flower. Touch me with ease. So it's just funny. No, we've talked about it before. Like, she's like, if you were single, you're just
a different person.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of friends that like even they've been single longer than I had been. It's just they don't feel comfortable doing that, and that's fine. Or they need to have that like additional, deeper emotional or mental connection with somebody before they get too emotional about it.
See,
They
I feel
can't
like
delineate.
You do the opposite.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, let our bodies do the talking.
Yeah.
Let's see what builds from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, you need to have like a connection first, but then it can build.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's a physical connection or not.
Agreed.
Just something that sparks you to be like, hey.
Yeah. As long as you're being safe.
Yeah. We don't encourage
promiscuity.
No.
Without test results and condoms.
Yes. Because also, you heard it first here. Kids are fucking hard. Birth control people.
Yeah. That too.
Who spends a lot of time watering their plants? That would
Kat.
I love plants.
I want to. You
have to commit to them.
Yeah.
Because they will die if you
don't.
And that's kind of like sad if you just like let them go. They're living things.
Yeah.
But listen, for anyone who doesn't have plants or who wants them, listen, they are aesthetically appealing. Okay. They are putting oxygen into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some are air purifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For an aloe plant, you get a sunburn, you just cut one of the things right off, rub it on your body. There's so many benefits.
Natural remedies.
And then also, if you do a good job and they're alive, you feel kind of like a little pep in your step.
Like you accomplished something.
Yeah. So it gives us just a little pizzazz.
ML gave me I don't know if it's a fern necessarily, but when I first moved in here, that is my longest standing alive plant.
Oh, I love
it's
that.
So
and ferns
growing.
Are kind of hard. Ferns are.
I don't know if it's a fern. I just made that up because I don't know what it is, but it kind of looks like a fern.
I like this chair over here.
Hey.
I wish I could see the whole thing, but I like it. I just noticed there's a chair.
The chair's great.
Everyone has a closed chair. I wonder if anyone has a chair or some kind of furniture in your room that you put clothes on. I do that.
And that's why I bought the chair.
Yeah, it's a closed chair.
Yeah, I actually did want to watch my reality TV and last night in the chair, and I was like, well,
not happening.
There's roughly 100 pieces of clothing, so I guess I'm not going to do that.
Happening. Who has no problem speaking up when needed? This was actually a close one. 41% said me, 59% said Bridgette.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It's Bridgette, everyone, because
everyone. It's Bridgette, everyone.
I was actually surprised by that.
But I feel we've talked about this before. I feel like you come off very strong on this podcast because you're very opinionated.
Am I fake?
Are you fake?
Like, do I come off fake?
Let's take this offline. I'm just kidding. No, you come off. You have very strong opinions. You're very passionate about things, and I'm more laissez-faire. But in life, if somebody gets in my business or needs to know about themselves,
or if you don't like something, you're immediately going to be.
I'm going to say it.
Yeah,
respectfully, of course.
Yes,
but
whereas I'll try to find like the workaround first.
Yeah, but I think that's where those numbers come from.
Okay. I am passionate.
You are passionate. And that's a great quality to have.
Who is more of a hopeless romantic? 69% said Kat. 31% said Bridgette.
Love
which
it.
I kind of agree with that.
I do too. Based
Because
on the definition of hopeless romantic.
what is the definition?
I don't know. I just feel like you're more like
I am though. I am. I don't even know how to like
feelings and like flowers and like all that.
feelings and flowers and poetry.
Yeah.
And yes. Okay, that's me.
Yeah.
And then when we came down to who has been in love more times, 82% said Bridgette, which is correct.
Yeah.
I've been in love twice.
Twice.
But we've had this conversation
Probably 5
before,
or 6 times.
where you will say you love someone because
I wouldn't count that as like falling in love. Like there's probably been people probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
People I've actually like fallen in love with.
Oh, I love that. I love love.
I love love too. And I love people. Like I'm very quick to like trust and love. But then the other thing is too, as soon as you wrong me, I'm like, bye.
You're cut.
Yeah.
You're off.
Whether you're family, friend, stranger, or otherwise.
62% voted that you are the most vain and 38% for me. And we had this discussion to where it depends on the day for us.
Yeah.
Like if we're looking good, we're like, damn, selfie time.
Yeah.
Ooh, look how good I look today. Like, because it doesn't happen often, folks.
Yeah.
We're usually like this.
Not even. Like I actually have makeup on.
I know.
And
Sometimes in the car, I'm like, damn, this lighting is hitting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even seeing anyone today and I look fucking great. I'm going to go into daycare and just kill it.
Just fucking kill it. Give him
here
a
to pick
catwalk.
up my kid.
Catwalk down the aisle.
I'm here to pick up Sage. Yeah. So I think it goes on the day.
Yeah.
But I also, that ties into the things we talked about the work we get done on ourselves.
Oh, yeah,
which
for
people
sure.
would say is vain, which I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. I love it. I feel like we pay a lot of money to look good naturally.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Because we don't look weird. We don't look overdone.
No, when I tell people I have Botox, they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
I'm not going to argue with you.
You're like,
but
it's doing its job.
Yeah.
You can't even tell.
Exactly. Exactamundo.
Okay. So now we get to the questions that people wrote in.
Questions people wrote in.
Okay. So for...
Okay.
This is for Bridgette.
Okay.
This is from one of our viewers.
Okay.
Do you think you'll ever get married again?
I go back and forth with this because I think it would take a very special person for me to say, let's do the whole marriage thing again. But in terms of like the legality of it, but I do hope and I do think I'll find like a life partner. But I don't know how to necessarily like legally sign documents for a marriage. Okay. If that makes sense.
Okay. Or is it like the fear of it not working out again, or has the appeal of marriage kind of just...
It's the appeal of marriage and kind of the for what?
Okay.
Because I feel like you can love somebody, you can be partners with them, you can share all of life experiences, all that stuff without necessarily being married. So
let me tap into that a little more.
Sure.
Because we're in bed with Bridgette and Kat. I'm gonna turn to you now.
Okay.
If you met someone, say tomorrow,
no.
everything was going well. Everything was going well, blah, blah, blah. They do not have a child.
Okay.
You're still at the childbearing age. You're
Correct.
young.
Correct.
Is that something you'd consider?
I'd consider.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Don't get all excited.
I thought you were going to say hell no.
Yeah, no, I'd consider it.
Okay. Cool.
I had a very easy pregnancy, but the determining factor for me having another child would be the partner. Yeah. Because I need a supportive partner.
You want it to be different this time?
Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. I thought you were going to be like, fuck no.
No, I would. I've thought about that too. I've considered it. It's not on the forefront of my mind though. And I am looking forward to being like free of a child before the age of like 50. That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Got like half your life to live still. It's sick.
Unless you get hit by a bus. All right. For me, what is the hardest part about a long-term relationship? I think hardest part is just growing and evolving, and you're expected to just grow and evolve together. And I don't think that's the way it always works.
Yeah.
It just, when you get with someone, I feel like unless you are already established within your careers, don't have kids, or they're older, like you have to be like 40 or 50, I feel like, in your 40s or 50s to really know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like that. We're so pressured.
I feel like 30s you start to.
Well, you start to, but I'm saying like once you're like usually in a really good spot. Like I'm 36 now. I feel like 40, I'm going to be in the best spot.
Okay.
Not really putting a timeline on it, but I'm saying
you're
like
saying
a few years.
Around there. Yeah.
So I feel like it's so hard when these pressures. I definitely felt the pressure to get married and have a family. It's these societal pressures from family of where you feel like this is my next step. It's like, why wasn't I ever just like told, go travel the world?
Yeah.
Go live on a farm for a year. Like shit that I would have liked to do.
Would you have actually traveled the world? Maybe not. Would you actually live on a farm for a year?
Absolutely. Yes. I'd be scooping manure like happy, like whistling to the pigs.
Oh my God.
I know. So I think just the hardest part, I'm a decade in. I think it's just, learning who you are. And then also like being okay with this other person learning who they are and navigating growing together without growing apart. And then you throw kids in the mix and you're just fucked.
Yeah.
How do you know how to parent someone together? That's hard.
Yeah.
When you have different views. So it's all that shit that plays a role.
So do you feel like that's the hardest part, is just growing together or growing apart? Just growth in general?
Growth in general, because I think with growing together, growing apart will also happen. Because we are individuals and we're not a year in.
Yeah.
And I think who I was 10 years ago for who I am now is fucking black and white.
Yeah, vastly different.
It's insane.
Yeah.
The difference. A 180.
Yeah. That's good. You feel like it's a good change?
A good change.
Yeah.
A good change. But it's like, how do you expect things to be peachy keen when you were one way 10 years ago and have evolved and changed and completely different?
Right.
So I think there's just challenges within growth.
Agreed. Very good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Okay. The other one is, what is the hardest part about co-parenting / splitting time?
I think it's getting easier now that we're in a better co-parenting situation and have a better relationship together in regards to that. Initially it was just like, as a mom, you're like, one, there's pressures for people saying like, are you going to go for full custody? Well, no, because he's not a bad dad.
Yeah.
He's just not a good partner. And my daughter loves him and he's never done anything to harm her. So like, I'm not going to go for full custody because I feel like that's unfair to the child. I mean, there's definitely things that a judge might have looked at him and been like, really, sir? But it's like, am I going to pay $5,000 in court fees to get that answer? And it might not even go my way.
Yeah.
Probably not. But yeah, I think it's just learning to manage your time when you have your kid really well and putting them first as much as you possibly can, because again, your time's limited, whether it's 50%, 60%, 70%. And then also making sure that you take time for yourself to not self-destruct like I did in the beginning when you're by yourself, and like take the time to work on yourself, learn something new about yourself, do something that you used to love. For me, it was like coloring. I picked up reading. I never liked to read at all. I was always like, I don't read books. And now I fucking love reading books.
See?
So just discovering yourself.
Self-discovery.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a great answer.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Kat. For me, do you believe in life after death?
Oh.
You know what's funny? I've been thinking a lot about death lately.
Okay. Glad you have a therapist.
I
Tell
do.
us more.
But I think I never cared about death until I had kids.
Yeah, same.
Now I'm so scared to leave my kids behind.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm so scared because
Are you scared? Like
I'm
the
scared for
feeling?
them to live without me.
Interesting.
For what that looks like for them. Because listen,
you feel like people on Earth are not equipped to deal with.
They will not love my kids the way I do.
Yeah.
They don't know them the way I do.
Yeah.
So they'd be fine if I die.
Yeah.
My kids would be fine. They have plenty of people to love and take care of them. They would be okay. But I think a mother's love, and even fathers, some people probably feel the same way. I just worry about not being there for them for all the times they need me. High school graduation, marriage, or traveling, or working on that farm.
See, that's what I feel like, but I feel like for me, it's not that I'm worried about her. It's more so that like I don't want to miss those things.
Yeah.
Like she'll be fucking fine. She has her own little compass. I can also pull some strings when I'm maybe I'll be down here. More puppet situation. Either way.
That's
I think she'll be fine.
You go the opposite way. You're worried to miss it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm worried how the kids will do it without me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the same, but same, but different.
But I believe in life after death.
Oh yeah, same.
I think that like.
Do you think reincarnation's real?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna come back as something like weird.
Okay. I don't think maybe reincarnation. I think I don't know what I think. I don't have a good thought to put into the podcast at this moment in time, but I will think on it, and you can ask me maybe again a different time.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, I'll ask you a different time. Okay, so we have some. Okay, this is for you, and kind of touch on it. Would you ever seriously date someone who has children?
Yeah.
Okay,
I have.
That doesn't bother you at all?
No, I actually prefer that because then the pressure of having kids is off. And I like the idea of like my daughter's 6. So if I were to meet somebody and decide to have a child with them, that would put my daughter maybe at 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's a big age gap for them to have, in my opinion, in my experience, a solid sibling bond, with it already being, different fathers. So I feel like with a blended family, you're more on an even playing field.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like there's
pressure
different things you can bond with with those people. But yeah, absolutely.
Okay. This is a good one for both. What is a life lesson you learned recently or a piece of advice that you learned late in life? Life lesson or a piece of advice. I think just something that I've
really
been
good question.
Noticing lately is that selfishness does not always mean selfishness. It means self-care. I just learned that. So basically, I think it's really important, and something I don't do enough of is putting myself first. But when you put yourself first, you're prioritizing yourself, your mental health, your feelings, so that it trickles down to everyone else that is in your circle.
Yeah.
So they're getting the best version of you.
Yeah.
And that's just something I've been learning, because I'm like giving everything to everyone else all the time. And I'm just running on empty. And it's like, what I'm giving, is it actually good?
Right.
Because I'm on such low energy.
Yeah.
Such, no space for all these things. I'm like, so I just learned that it's not being selfish, it's self-care.
Yeah. That's good. This is going in a kind of a different direction, but I feel like after watching like some Netflix series and reading some books, I feel like white collar crimes are kind of easier to pull off.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So that's what I've learned. I
So
feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm capable of doing such a thing, but I think I could do it if I wanted to.
Oh, for sure.
That's all.
I think you have it in you.
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, get from my dad's side.
You were there.
Boy.
Any hobbies that you guys have picked up recently, or is it something you want to try, and why? Pickleball.
Oh, yeah, same.
It's just
Reading for me.
It's crazy.
I've talked about it a million times though, but reading. I'm obsessed. Like I can't wait to read my book later because I don't have a child tonight. So,
is it a sex book?
No, it's right here actually.
I'm just asking because I'm like, you just were so happy.
Finley Donovan is killing it. Most moms are ready to kill someone by 8:30 a.m. on any given morning.
Okay,
that's that one. I have The Guest List, which is also a murder mystery. And then I have this one, One of Us is Dead, another murder mystery. There's a theme. So while I do think I can get away with a white crime, I'm really brushing up on my murdering
murder.
How to cover up a murder.
Hey, just if you really need someone, I'll help you one day.
I know. You listen to your true crime.
Not do the crime, but I'll help you with the picking up after.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect anybody to actually help me with the crime. But I have a short list of people that I could call that would bury the body.
I mean, guilty by association. I'll do like 5 years. It's fine.
Sometimes I do think it would be a nice break.
Anyways, I would like to try pickleball. It's such a fad right now. I just want to try it. I'd like to. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
You've pickleballed?
Yeah, I pickleballed.
I think I like it because the name pickles in it.
Yeah. It's fun. It's definitely a little, I mean, it's as intense as you want it to be, but the people I played with were a little intense. But that was expected. I liked it.
Question for me.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets moving down here knowing what you went through? I don't know if I told you everything I went through when I first moved. Did I tell you? My crazy roommates and stuff. It was terrible.
No, you told me. That's a very pointed question.
Yeah, it's from my friend.
Oh, interesting. Juicy.
It's from Allie. Thanks, Allie. But severe PT. She knows them. That's why. But it's like PTSD from it. I don't ever think about it, and I'm not going to get into it. But when I first moved here, I thought I was moving in with friends. They turned out to be like not friends. Fucking terrible to me. Gaslit me. It was the worst experience ever, and that's what led me to move in with Chris so soon, which also was too soon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was just But at the end of the day, I don't think regretting anything or changing your path is worth it. I think we all have a path. We make our choices and we choose them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no regrets ever about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here today. And we're doing this podcast because I moved here.
And we're here today.
Mm-hmm.
And we have matching sweatshirts on.
Yes, guys, we're gonna
unbothered.
Pretty soon we'll have some merch for you guys, but this is something that you can see. Let us know if you like it.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do something smaller.
Yeah, we kind of want like just
something a little less in your face, but we like to be in your face. So
yeah, because it's our podcast and we fucking run shit. Just saying. Okay,
yeah, it's ours.
One of the other thing was, what are some of your favorite childhood memories?
The snack. I was just talking to my mom about this. Snack bar at the pool growing up, like getting food during Adult Swim, typically like French fries.
Adult Swim. What is that?
Adult Swim when all the kids have to get out of the pool and only the adults can go in the pool for like a half hour.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
so, like
kids are assholes.
Right,
I get it now.
kids.
I used to get so mad, but now I'm like, dude, there should be more Adult Swims. Or you just want to like go in the water without getting splashed in your face. You don't want to have some kid like playing sharks and minnows and nail you in the leg.
But if the adults are swimming, who's watching the kids?
No, it's well, I mean, they're fine. It's all fenced in. But I'm saying like it's mostly like for some older people.
I got it. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So like the grannies and nannies.
The fragiles of the world.
Okay.
That playing wiffle ball at the lake growing up. I was like a big tomboy. What else was a good childhood memory? Oh, jumping curbs on my bike.
Oh.
Thinking I was really cool.
I used to mountain bike. Did I tell you that?
Like on a mountain?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, we were just strictly sidewalk bikers.
Yeah, no, I don't even know who I was. This was with my ex, and we both got crazy mountain bikes with like suspension and all this shit, and we would go down huge hills. Like huge. We would just go, and I'm like, one day I'm gonna eat it, and I ate it over the handlebars. I survived, but it was crazy.
I'd be scared.
It was.
What's a childhood memory for you?
childhood memory. I think just growing up with our neighbors was so fun. My aunt actually married the next door neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
Carrie and Ricky. Love bugs. But we all grew up together. So it was, there were, I'm trying to think, 3 boys, 3 girls. No, wait. I'm an idiot. It was, we had the same dynamic.
This story's
actually
with the fabricated.
addition to Carrie, but it was like same ages of the kids. There were 2 older brothers and then a young sister on each side. So 3 kids, 3 kids, and then Carrie,
okay,
who lived with us. So we were all the same age. We would hang out like constantly all the time. They had a pool next door, which was so fun. I, again, was like a tomboy, so I'd always play like basketball in the pool.
Yeah.
But then we'd have like stoop days and we'd all sit on each other's stoops and be cool. And as time went on and people moved on, whenever I would like visit home, if someone was next door, we'd sit on the stoop and have a beer. And it was just cool to grow up next to like built-in friends.
Yeah.
Who became family.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's super cute. I love that.
Yeah. I think that was all our questions.
All right.
I feel kind of tired from this conversation.
Mentally exhausted? Okay. Well, let's get you some caffeine.
Good thing I'm in bed.
If you fall asleep here, I'm going to punch you.
You're just going to go work and leave me here.
You can hear.
Do you snore?
Hi. Do I snore?
Yeah.
Apparently only when I am with ML. And usually I'm intoxicated. So I actually had my doctor check for
sleep apnea.
No, I just had her check like my bone structure, and she was like, "You don't seem like you're a predisposition to snoring. Like everything looks fine, but do you want to do a sleep test?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I haven't gotten complaints from other people." She's like, "Well, maybe it's just when you're drinking."
You haven't gotten complaints from the men in your bed.
Yeah, like you.
I waxed my mustache recently. Okay.
Oh boy! Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for getting in bed with Bridgette and Kat.
I hate that.
I love it so much. I just love it because like you're in bed with us. Look at the dynamic. I mean, hold on. If you're listening, just envision us in a bed because we are. If you're watching, you're welcome. That's all we have for you today. Catch all the behind the scenes content on Instagram and YouTube at The Unbothered Moms. Like, share, subscribe with your friends, and we'll catch you next week.
See ya.